What's going on, everybody? This is Jeff with Living in Arizona. And if you are thinking about moving to Arizona or are already living in Arizona and just want some more information about other places in the state, you might consider subscribing to this channel because we talk about a whole variety of different things and we dive in and look at some of the research. This video here is going to be in response to a question that came in from a viewer. And her name is Gecko Gal. And she said, besides Sedona being really nice and scenic, what is an affordable place that is safe and fairly pretty and peaceful to live in Arizona? Great question because, okay, so we already know that because Sedona is one of the best places to live in all of Arizona and just a real Zen place for all you Zen masters out there. Is there any other places out there that exist in Arizona like that? And yeah, there is. Let's talk about them. So if you just came to hear the answer straight up, I would say check out Prescott. Now, if you want to stick around and listen to the rest of the video, I already gave you the information. Check out Prescott because Prescott probably is just about as relaxing, safe, and affordable, if not more affordable than Sedona. Okay, but if you want to know some other places, you can stick around and watch this video. But before you leave, please do like the video for us. All right, so why Prescott? Well, Prescott is at about a mile high, so that's 5,000 feet. It's interesting because there's a place called Prescott Valley, which is a valley. It's not pines or ponderosa pines, but then as you go up, you start to come into pines, which is Prescott. Prescott is where the first capital of Arizona was, and it's actually got the oldest rodeo in the world. So there's quite a few things to consider about Prescott that you might like. But it's next to 1.25 million acre national forest south of Granite Dells. The city of Prescott attracts nature and outdoor recreation enthusiasts from all over the country. Residents have access to nearby bodies of water for boating. That includes Lynx Lake, Willow Lake, Watson Lake, Goldwater Lake. So there's quite a few lakes up there in that area. It's also pretty close to Sedona and Flagstaff. So this one right here, you might consider it. If you like going out at night, there's a place called Whiskey Row. So that's where the saloons are and the cowboys right there, right? Not everybody's a cowboy. Prescott is college town, so there are some young people that also go out to Whiskey Row. But, you know, they do an Old West gunfight reenactment, right? The average median home price in Prescott is $265,000, so that's pretty decent. The median household income is $45,000. Now, Prescott, because of its amazing draw that it was back before the recession happened, they were getting ready to really develop Prescott into something more. And then the recession came and it spared Prescott that mainstream growth that would come. So as of right now, Prescott hasn't fully rebounded to the point where it's like everyone's ready to move to Prescott all of a sudden. It's about 10 to 15 to 20 degrees cooler than Phoenix on average. So if it's 39 in Phoenix, you can expect, 9 degrees in Prescott. It can be up to 20 degrees different. It could also be 10 degrees different. It just depends, right? Now, if living up in the Ponderosa Pines isn't why you're moving to Phoenix, so if you're not looking to move to, Denver 2.0 in Arizona, which is Prescott, right? Just a smaller version of Denver, a mile-high city, you might consider Gilbert in the Phoenix area. So Gilbert is a pretty safe and good place to be, okay? So it's another Phoenix suburb. It's got an outstanding, it's known for its school system. So if you have kids and you want to raise your kids in a really affluent school system, Gilbert is known for that. They do have low crime in Gilbert, so that's another thing that stands out that makes Gilbert just so much more interesting. So the median household though in Gilbert is $81,000. So people do make a lot of money in Gilbert, but the median home price is $231,000. So it's a little bit cheaper than Prescott, but the economy is better. So, I mean, yeah, Prescott, you might be able to get away from it all, kind of like Sedona, right? But at the end of the day, you're going to make more living in Gilbert, especially if you're a skilled worker or qualified worker. There are some hiking and equestrian trails that you can check out in the Santan Mountains, close enough to any freeway to get to Camelback if you need to go out that way. Now, if Phoenix isn't quite your thing and you want to go further south, you could check out Oro Valley. So it's come down, it's come into its own by attracting some big name high tech firms in the recent years. Automation firms, control systems, Honeywell pharmaceutical companies, Ventana medical systems. So as a result, the median household here is pretty high. It's 74,480. So another high median household income, and the median home price is about $276,000. So it's pretty good, but it's a suburb of Tucson. Now, coming back to Phoenix, another place to consider, we've talked about it quite a few times, is Chandler. Chandler's median home price is $235,000, a little bit cheaper than Gilbert, with the same kind of median household income, $73,000. It's known for world-class golf, just like Gilbert. It's actually sister cities with Gilbert. It's right next to Gilbert. And another city, if we go all the way back up north, if you're looking for something near Sedona, see, in between Sedona is this place called Oak Creek Canyon. And Oak Creek Canyon is where Slide Rock is. If you guys have ever heard about that water slide rock that you can naturally slide down because it's got algae, that Slide Rock, that's in Oak Creek Canyon. Oak Creek Canyon is really nice, guys. So you might consider taking a look at Flagstaff if you like Sedona. Now, Flagstaff's going to have the real tall pines. Like, there's tall pine trees in Flagstaff. Whereas Sedona kind of has just about to get into the pine trees as you go up into Oak Creek. But, that's the difference between Sedona and Flagstaff. It's about another 10 degrees cooler in Flagstaff. So Sedona is about 10 to 15 degrees cooler than Arizona or Phoenix. And then as you get up into Flagstaff, you're talking another 5 to 10 degrees cooler too. So Flagstaff's about a total of, I don't know, maybe 10 to 20 degrees cooler than Phoenix on average, sometimes even more, right? I mean, it can get real cool. I mean, you could even be talking 50 degrees difference, because it could be 40 degrees in Phoenix at night, and it could be, on an extreme cold day, it could be, 5 degrees or 0 degrees. We'll see. But these are extremes. For the most part, it's about 10 to 20 degrees difference, sometimes 30 degrees difference, but on extremes, it can be quite cold in Flagstaff. Obviously, I mean, it's a very cold place. If you go there in January, you're guaranteed almost to see snow if you're there a full month. It very seldom does it not snow in Flagstaff in January. So it's known as the world's first international dark city, as city leaders have passed artificial light controls and ordinances. The Flagstaff median household income is $48,000, and the home price is $263,000. Flagstaff is home to the Lowell Observatory, one of the oldest astronomical observations in the U.S., where astronomers first gazed through the telescopes to discover Pluto in 1930. So that's why they passed the artificial light controls and ordinances, is because of the telescope, right? That's on the top of Humphreys Peak, also known as San Francisco Peaks. So, yeah, I mean, also Flagstaff is home to a university called Northern Arizona University. But I don't think Flagstaff's actually going to be able to get too big because, if it does, these artificial light ordinances are going to have to be really effective. But Flagstaff is pretty relaxing, but it gets really cold there. If you're moving to Arizona, you're probably not thinking about moving to a cold place. But if you were, Denver 2.0, Denver 3.0. I mean, Flagstaff's, I don't know. It's hard to say which one's closer to being Denver-like. I would say Flagstaff is Arizona's version of like Colorado's city. High altitude, pines, Ponderosa, all that. Another couple places that you can consider that aren't on this that you might want to consider looking at. Take a look at Payson. Take a look at Snowflake. Strawberry, which is next to Payson. You can check that out. Check out Cottonwood. Check out Clarkdale. You might find some interesting stuff over there. Check out Cornville. And then one of the most rustic cities or towns in Arizona that a lot of people really just kind of fall in love with for whatever reason, because it's a ghost town, Jerome. I don't know if people live there. They live more in Clarkdale. If you wanted to live in Jerome, I don't think you can live in Jerome. But it's like an old city. It's mostly a ghost town nowadays. So that's what they call it. But it's gotten a lot of traction these days as a ghost town, kind of like what you see down in Bisbee or Tombstone. So if you guys have any other questions about videos you'd like us to make, thank you to Gecko Gal for this one, and we'll see you guys next time.